Hello, grade 7. So today we're going to talk about using models to subtract fractions. So we've already looked at how to add. This is very similar. It's just the opposite operation. So we subtract fractions the same way that we add them. That is, we have to make sure our pieces are the same size. So when we're talking about the pieces, we're talking about the denominator and how many bits it is divided up into. So if our denominators are the same, we simply subtract the numerators. So over here I have 3/4, subtract 1/4. They're already in the same size pieces, so we just need to take away that 1/4, which is going to leave us with 2/4 or 1/2. So it's really good practice to reduce your fractions at the end. Knowing how to reduce your fractions will come in handy later on. Like in addition, the denominators stay the same and we only subtract the numerators. So if I have 4/5 plus 3/5, it's 7/5 or 1 2/5. If I were to rewrite this as a subtraction, well, it is the same kind of idea. So 4/5 subtract 3/5. Well, 4 subtract 3 is 1, so 1/5. Again, I have not touched my denominator. That is very important here. Like when adding fractions, we need to make sure our denominators are the same. That is, we need to cut our pizzas into the same size pizzas, or in the same size pieces. So I have 5/6 subtract 2/3. So 6ths and thirds are not the same size pieces. So we need to remedy that. We will do that by changing the 2/3 into 4/6. 4/6 and 2/3 are equivalent fractions. So now we're left with 5/6 subtract 4/6. The pieces can now be subtracted because they're the same size. The denominators are the same, so we can go 5/6 subtract 4/6 is 1/6. So we have 1/6 left of our delicious pizza. So here's one more example. So I have 1/2 subtract 1/10. So I need to make my denominators the same. That is very important here. And if you remember working with fractions and equivalent fractions when we did the unit earlier in this year, you might remember that 1/2 is equivalent to 5/10. Therefore, I can rewrite it as 5/10 subtract 1/10, which 5/10 subtract 1/10 is 4/10. So I have 4/10 or 2/5 left. As I've mentioned, it's good practice to work on reducing your fraction. So things to remember. Like when adding fractions, when I subtract, I only subtract the numerator. Also, it is a very good habit to work on reducing your fraction. It might be annoying to you, but it is a good thing to get into. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If not, have a good day.